It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champion, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd, Palmer. The exact opposite on the road, and you make a big mistake over it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
They'll run it from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the role.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
from the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Oh, better look out. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Hard running there. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll whistle to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Off-play action on first down. A strike downfield. On the move is the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him this time. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. He's looking to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Now, I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now, because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Wants to pass. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll try the run. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. This time it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just keep slinging it. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's up. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bohannon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
8-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Notre Dame. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Firing to the right, complete. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his production.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Looking to throw again. Firing toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double. 42 Spiders.
They'll leave it with him. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right back to it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Irish, back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's in open space downfield. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
On the snap, it's Carr. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, give on the inside.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground game on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Floats it out in space. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
It's complete to the right. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Might be changing the route. Trying to beat him to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. He has the first and still on his feet. Open space at the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.